Hi, so if you're a Pisces born February 19th to March 20th, what could you expect for the month of November 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Pisces, this month may make your head spin. So there's just a lot going on, and a lot, it feels like more like a lot, like you can't get your head around it. Like things happening or people acting or responding in a certain way that are like, what? So it's more like just odd things that you can't get your head around. So we're going to get a little more in depth in this, but let's break it down by the different categories. All right. So let's look at the relationship first. And for those of you that are in a coupled relationship, partnered relationship, romantic relationship is what I'm referring to. Let's see what the month has in store for you. So this is a really intense energy for those of you that are in a coupled relationship. For Pisces, like I feel you're like really into your partner, really hanging on tight, really wanting to prove a connection and prove a love to them, that you love them and really engaging. Your partner, it feels like is going through these movements of being close to you, not as being close to you, right? So it's kind of a backwards and forwards energy. So it just seems like you're totally in and they're kind of like, trying to be in, trying to be close, but it feels a little bit off kilter. But it also feels like there's going to be moments in the month that are very passionate and very intense. Okay. So good. So it's a passion. It's intense. It feels nice. Some of you, I'm also getting weird body sensations as we talk about this in the pit of my stomach. And so some of you may have some guilt issues that you're dealing with, digestive issues that have to do with guilt, have to do with infidelity, have to do with fear, have to do with not speaking your truth. It could be that you're not into the relationship anymore, or that you've been living a lie. It could be that, you're actually feel that you're homosexual, but you're living a heterosexual life. It could be that kind of energy. So it's a deception to yourself, right? It's more of a personal deception in that you want this relationship to work, but you're denied another part of yourself. So that's what it is. It's a real personal thing. So you may find yourself this month struggling being in a relationship but wanting something else. So you may find that comes up a lot this month and kind of frequently. But here's the good news, it's giving you clarity. It's pushing you forward. The pain is because you're not dealing with it. Whenever our emotions get so intense and we don't deal with it, then it starts to trigger things in the body to get our attention, okay? And generally the stomach, and so most of you Pisces that are having stomach issues are things that you can't stomach about yourself, can't stomach about the relationship, can't stomach about, this part of yourself you don't like or you're denying. So or it could even be that you're giving into a relationship and you don't want to. It could be that you're married and you're being unfaithful, or it could be that you want to be doing work and instead you're out horsing around, with your partner, right? So it doesn't have to be that you're, there's no judgment in the universe, right? Judgment's a personal thing that we create. There's no judgment in the universe. So as I say these things to you, there's no judgment, right? Unless you're putting a judgment on it. Because it's your life and your choices, and you're allowed to choose your life experiences however you want. So these are all very personal to you, these choices that you're making. And for some of you that are single, you could be going through these exact same things, and that's what's keeping you out of relationships, or that's what's keeping you wanting to have a relationship, and because then you appear needy, people are leaving. So you just want to notice what's going on inside of you internally, and it's going to be bubbling up this month. To get in alignment with it, right? So you want things to become in alignment. Now, if you're single and you're looking for love. Let's look a little deeper into that, okay, for the month of November. Again, there's going to be opportunities in front of you where you're going to be able to engage with people and to find a heart connection and feel a heart connection. It's just about you being honest with you. What feels good to you? Is the timing appropriate for you now? Is this where you should be channeling your energy right now? You know, so have I let go of the last relationship I was in? Am I healthy emotionally, spiritually, energetically now to be engaging in a relationship? Or have I just jumped from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship, dragging all that baggage with me and hoping this person's gonna, you know, make me feel better, right? So those things aren't gonna last. They're gonna get broken up inside of you this month, and they may get pressed upon. Some of you also are gonna find that there may be people entering your life romantically this month that may make your head spin. That like, wow, like they're so amazing, so great, something I've wanted for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's just really fast and furious. Some of this also around the end of the month could turn into a little bit of an illusion where you think they're really into you but they're not that into you, or you think they're not that into you but they really are into you, right? There's this little bit of an illusion energy around the 23rd, 25th, towards the end of the month. Has to do with Neptune's energy, and you know, so we're not able to actually see. Neptune's a very expansive energy. It's a very spiritual, creative. You know, it's the part of you that doesn't want any boundaries. It's the part of you that's like, you know, for lack of a better word, you're just a stoner. Oh, wow. Oh, isn't everything great? So you live in this kind of like la la land of illusion. And so for Pisces, it feels like it's really coming up around your relationships. I mean, it could come up in other areas of your life too, with career or other things, but as we get to it, we'll see. But so I just want you to be aware that that's going on for you. Okay, so now let's move on to your career and money for the month for Pisces. Well, this is good. Some of you are right away, things are shaping up, moving in the right direction. Some of you are excited. There's a path that you've laid out and you're going in that direction, and it's really positive, and it's going to really give you a great sense of yourself, a great sense of your identity, and it's really going to help with your self-esteem. So I like it a lot. Whatever you're working on or working towards, there's a real self-esteem piece that's going to come in this month that's going to give you that connection that you really need and desire for yourself. So that's really good. Now, as far as money goes around your career, well, let me see if there's a little more information about career here first. For those of you that have been kind of looking for something, whether it's a promotion, whether it's for another job, or just another opening in your career, around the 17th, there could be something that shows up, okay? And that could be very interesting for you to explore. And generally those things usually take a little bit of time to percolate, you know, to kind of flush them out. And I would recommend doing that. I would recommend not feeling pressured to quitting one job and taking another, because that's that time around the illusion where you could, you know, wake up mid-December and going, what have I done? What have I got myself into, right? I didn't read the bottom line, or I didn't realize that I was giving up my weekends, or I didn't realize that, you know, that by the time I pay for my car and I pay for my phone and I pay for everything else, that I'm actually making less money with this job, right? So it's the details and it's the things that you're not thinking about or not seeing that you really want to pay attention to. Okay, as far as money goes for you, nice money coming in early in the month, like around the 6th, the 7th of November. Feels like it's from your own efforts, from your own sale of things. It could even be personal items that you're selling. It could be a side business that you have, legal or otherwise, that you're dealing with, that you're making some more money, and so that seems to be working. And then at the end of the month, it seems like there's some expenses, right? So you just want to prepare for whatever that big sum that comes in, or that, because this feels like extra money. It feels like a nice sum of money that's coming in, more money than what you're used to getting, coming in that first, in that somewhere along that first week or 10 days of November. And make sure you don't spend it all, because it feels like some of that money you're going to need at the end of the month going into December for some other things. And it could be work related that you're going to need that money for, that you weren't anticipating, or that you weren't thinking about. So there's some additional things, expenses that are going to crop up at the end of the month that you weren't aware of. But that's okay. You'll have the money to handle it. All right. That's all you really need to know. Okay. And then let's look at your health, Pisces. Right away, like it's hard to breathe in your energy. I'm having some lung issue, like wheezing, asthma. Now, the good news is some of you, this is you're actually getting better. And so you could have had pneumonia, and this is just the remnants of it, right? So whatever was going on for you, I actually feel like this is going to start to open up, and you're actually going to get better this month. You do need to be aware of your tailbone this month, which is really interesting. A lot of people can injure their tailbone. They can slip and fall on it. They can, sit down wrong, or, as kids, when you're joking around, somebody pulls the chair as you go to sit down and you end up hitting the hard floor, right? Like tailbones can become serious injuries. So if somebody does a practical joke on you, or you just, fall, you want to really take it seriously, okay? Because it can, they're showing me that it's something that can be very tender, and don't rush to get back in the gym. Don't rush to do things right away. Give yourself some time to heal that, okay? So for those of you that actually may go through that with the tailbone, just lay low, take it easy, and so that you don't press too hard. The tailbone has to do with our security, right? It's the sacrum, and that's our connection, our root chakra. That has to do with our family of origin. It has to do with our security. So it makes sense, right? If you're dealing with all these emotional issues that we're talking about, these kind of internal secrets that you're guarding, and this is the way for, when we hit the tailbone, it kind of wakes things up, it shakes things up, it shatters things, right? It awakens them. So it's another way for the universe to shake things open, so you can stop, slow down, and look at yourself and look at what needs to be changed. Hopefully you can make the changes without needing to have the fall to wake you up. Okay, that's the plan. All right, guys. So let's see if there's anything else positive that's unexpected for you this month. Yes, okay. So you may make some new relationships, some new fun people, also some money, financial ways, people coming to you for jobs. There could be somebody also that is interested in hiring you, kind of like out of the blue, which is nice. That feels earlier in the month. For those of you that work on commission jobs, you may get a few more commissioned things coming in this month. So it's a nice flowing energy. It's a really good flow, a financial flow for you guys this month, for you Pisces. And you also need to be a big believer in yourself. Now, in terms of whatever it is that you want, the direction you want to go, you want to put some energy into that this month, because this is a really active month. The planet Mercury, planet of communication, like I'm just feeling like going really, really fast, like my whole chest and heart, it's going really fast, right? So things can happen really quickly for you this month. So put in a lot of energy, especially in the beginning of the month, into things that you want to manifest and you want to have happen. Get in front of the right people, communicate in front of the right people, because you can really feel that the month can take off really beautifully for you. So I like the energy for you guys. Very nice. All right, Pisces, well, you have an amazing month. Be careful, right? Handle your emotional stuff, right? Handle your emotions, handle the secrets inside of yourself, make peace with them, so you don't have to have any, sickness or injuries or things like that that's, basically make you sit your ass down to figure it out, right? We want to handle it first so we can avoid those other mishaps. All right, guys, have an amazing month. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like and share it with your friends. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.